Alright, Tuesday morning. Starting off on Palm and Tustin Street in the city of Orange. And this is Palm. Very cold morning. Probably, the last time I looked, it was 50, so it definitely feels 50. So I usually wear calf length socks. That's what I wear. I don't wear little socks. I guess sometimes if I wear shorts, I wear little socks, but not usually because I'm always wearing flip-flops if I'm not working. So, but I'm out of socks. I'm out of socks. So my son is 14. I can wear his socks. So, so I put on a pair of his Adidas socks, and he wears those ankle height socks, or at least these ones that he had. I don't think he actually wears these ones. I think we bought them for him, and he doesn't wear them, but he has them, and they fit nicely. But I've got these, when I ride my bike, my pants are short. You know, they pull up, so this cold air is like freezing my leg, like right where the skin, my skin is exposed, literally exposed. All right, so we just cut over to Chapman. Oh my Lord. Good ghetto fabulous. Everybody knows. Big stick. Oh, go around the stick. Yeehaw! I was supposed to turn right there. Oh, too many cars. What the heck? Come on, go past me so I could cross the street. Oh, they're turning too. Everybody knows. Alright, we're making an Izquierda on Schaefer. Busting an Izquierda. Alright. That's beautiful St. John's. Oh, we got a pedestrian. I was going to cut through there, check out some of their building action, but somebody was having a morning gander through the church, so we're gonna keep going this way, I guess. I have no clue. What route I'm taking here. I think I'm just gonna make my way down to Hart Park and just take a normal everyday route. No reason not to. Oh, look at that Volkswagen. Wow. Zombie. White zombie. It is cold, man. So my hands are freezing, and I have gloves on. So imagine how my ankle feels. I gotta stop, y'all. I gotta stop. This is a dangerous dangerous road here. Oh yeah, we're on the MacFox. So my wheel came off my axle. I think I completely destroyed it yesterday, my bike. I know I've said that before, so I don't mean to exaggerate, but I did. I went up a curb and it spun my axle and just destroyed the drop-ins for the back tire, if that's what you call it. So I didn't feel like trying to come up with a way to fix it. Oh wow, look at this. Somebody fell a tree over here, over yonder. Wow. That tree straight just fell. Ooh, ah. Dang. That's pretty cool. Got some firewood. Homeless people are gonna be out here chopping that bad boy up. I don't think it's been very windy. Those roots look pretty shallow. Oh man, it's cold. MacFox, yeah, so it's MacFox Day. The time, oh, I didn't even say what time it was. It was probably like a little bit after 7 when we started the ride. So if you're watching this video, the video after this is going to be definitely a night video. So I'm going to be at work until 5. Today begins a series of doctor's appointments. So I have to go to physical therapy today. I have to go see a surgeon tomorrow. And then I need to, I don't know if anybody watched the video, but I have a small, they called it a hole. I don't think it's, I guess it's a hole in my spine. But it just appears that way, so they need to do more imaging to make sure that everything's okay. I don't think there's anything they can do about that, right? And then I have to get a shot in my shoulder for I don't know what it is. I don't like pay attention. Oh shoot, I was gonna go over there. Oh man, because I want to go. I don't want to go this way. We got double security cars right now. So there's one right going up this way, and then there's one parked over there. Double security. I think we might cut back so I can go through Logan. Oh. MacFox. Oh, what's that? Really. Caution. What's going on? Caution. What is this? Oh, somebody knocked the pole out. Ah, shoot. shoot, man, I didn't want to go this way. Well, I guess we're going this way. Go with the flow. Oh, we're gonna slow down a little bit. I'm looking for some sunshine. Not to lighten my spirits, but to warm me up. I need some sunshine. I need an octobus. So I lost my AirPods. It's been it's been difficult. It's been very difficult. So I lost them the night before last, and I rely on them. So I'm a pretty simple person. It doesn't I don't need a lot of things, but I found that, and this isn't self-pity. This is just me talking about something. So it all started with my computer, and then so we compromised. We're still putting videos out, raw videos that actually are still pretty good. And we're able to still do the color and light, so it's good. But first it started with me not being able to edit videos properly. And then which I enjoy doing, that's what it is. I mean, the videos will be fine. The channel's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be what it is. But then now my AirPods, and then my bike yesterday. So I was like, well, those are like the things besides these are all things that I do for enjoyment, But at least I have this backup bike, which is great. It just kind of, I have to adjust, I guess, to life without AirPods, potentially life without the wind horse, life without editing videos. But these are simple things. So at work, I enjoy listening to YouTube. I listen to podcasts when I'm walking from one building to the other, or in between stuff. And also when I meditate at work, I use my headphones or my AirPods to block out. I put white noise on so I can block out the sounds around me. And then at night I use them, and then so I don't know, man. So we've got my wife was super she knows that I'm not attached to many things, except for my AirPods. That's my one thing. And of course riding a bike, but I've got plenty of bikes. So I got this bike, I've got the G1, and worst comes to worst, I've got a beach cruiser. And then, actually my son has this BMX. So I always have I should be able to, keep the bikes rolling. But we use T-Mobile, and we have a lot of stuff on T-Mobile right now. She said that she could get me some AirPods and we could just make payments on it. It'd be like $10 a month. I mean, I think that's worth $10 a month. But then like T-Mobile's actually gone up. So we have, yeah, it might seem excessive, but we have a lot of our bill's high. It's like $360. But we have, she's got like the newest Samsung phone. I don't know what it's called. Galaxy 500. I don't know what it is. And she's got, and we've got a, so she's making payments on that. And then my son has an Apple something or other. So we got that phone. Then my other son's got like Google Pixel, I think, something like that. So all these bikes and all these phones. So 3 phones, an Apple Watch, insurance for all of them, and we have another line that we were paying for my mother-in-law, who's no longer with us physically. Spiritually, she's still with us. So to add one more thing on, but $10 is like not much, you know, for something you enjoy. I mean, I spend more on monsters than I spend so much money on these freaking energy drinks. It's crazy. So anyway, maybe she'll go buy me she was ready to go get them last night when I got home because she felt bad for me. But I didn't feel like getting in the car and going, I guess. I don't know why we didn't initiate it. I was too busy like wallowing in my own sorrow. Yeah, it's strange, you know, like we go through these mental, emotional, psychological, almost like caricatures sometimes. Yeah, it's really strange. Like, I feel like almost like people don't know like who I really am, you know, because like a lot of times like how I really feel, it doesn't like the way I act. Yeah, and I think this is a human condition. I don't think it's like, I think it's pretty normal, you know, like we develop these different characters, you know, and we're a lot of times our situations like dictate which character is going to come out, you know, like oh yeah, this is the feel sorry for myself character is supposed to come out right now because of X, Y, and Z, or like somebody does something to you know, somebody almost runs me over in the car, so okay, now I'm gonna put on the angry character, you know, and so life is always throwing all these different things at us, and we're always assuming these alternative identifications to I guess to cope and adapt to different situations. But like then when you're left alone and you start thinking about it, you're like, why did I do that? You know, where did that come from? You know, it's something that you learned as a child. It was something that was displayed by other people, you know, so that's how we learn to you know, or be extra nice to get what you want, you know. But underneath all that, you know, like when you're alone, you're also like, Like, that's not me, you know? That's not me. Like, why does this alter ego keep popping up, you know? So there is, like, your ideal self is underneath these layers, and I think that, like, you know, that's part of maturing is like, and I'm old, you know, and I still haven't been able to accomplish it yet. But, you know, you're born into, you're born innocent, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. That's also questionable. But yeah, so you're born with this freedom, this inner freedom, and this inner curiosity that gets formed by your experiences, and then, like, as you get older, like, how do you return back to yourself? You know, you lose your. So I guess what I'm saying is life is. This is just off the top of my head, and this isn't anything that I'm just thinking this through right now. You know, I don't have, like, some kind of all-enduring philosophy of life. But anyway, you kind of slowly get further and further from yourself. Not everybody. And then the spiritual journey is returning back to yourself. But it can be, like, accomplished in many ways. And then as you're growing, you know, some people get lucky and they find something that they love doing, you know, and that keeps them grounded, you know, and they don't ever have that epic inner journey, you know. They're able to stay centered through most of their life, you know. You know, like, it's more of the you know, the artist or artistic way of living. I don't mean just, like, drawing and stuff, but, you know, just living from within rather than without. We got a car coming behind us. What we got here? A little mini excavator. Picking up litter. Oh, so she just pulls. Oh, you're blind? Did you see that? I thought she was waiting for me. She just kept going. That's all right. That's all right. Thought maybe she. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Thought maybe she just didn't see me. Maybe I'm camouflage. But then I saw that look, like the pressed lips, where you're like, they're like flat, like, and then with a small, like, 1/4-inch frown coming from the lower lip part of the lip, where you're just like, I'm gonna go. This bastard's in my way. This guy's in my way. Going anyway. Cut over to the Pacific Electric Trail. I feel great. I feel good. I'm still freezing, but I'm getting used to it. The sun is just so bright. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Oh, you know what? We did this yesterday. Oh man, totally repetitive. Shoot. Was that yesterday that we did this? I don't remember. I feel like we did, because I was talking about that the security cars don't ride through here anymore, and it's just the police now. Yeah, I was right through here. Shoot, man. Yeah, if we could just, if that's what I want, like my personal intention, I guess, for myself is to live from within. Be true to yourself. You've heard that before. Maple sugar. Just gonna cruise through these random neighborhoods. So yeah, like right now, like things are crazy, and then you feel like, for many years, like I've been like, they use that antidote, like, like you're you've fallen into this river, right? And you're fighting the current and panicking and reaching for everything, and trying to grab onto rocks or tree branches and going underwater and going down a waterfall, like, and you're fighting everything, and you're exhausted, from this trying to stay afloat, but like really you just have to kind of let go and go with the flow. Let life take you. Make it more thought out and intelligent. But it seems like the more I let go, the more trials. It's not giving up, you still have to make that effort to be buoyant and stay afloat, but you just don't have to fight, is what I'm saying. Because like when you fight, if you're fighting things, then like now you're not only battling like your circumstances, and you're creating even more chaos, so there's no repose, So it just compounds everything, and then and that could compromise relationships. And if you're walking around angry all the time and fighting your circumstances and your situation, then it's like you're unpleasant to be around. And ultimately, at the end of the day, all you really have is whatever type of inner peace you can generate and relationships with your loved ones. So if you're, messing those up, then you're really just kind of in a bad spot. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. Oh, did I talk? I don't know if I talked about this already. I might have. So, did I talk about this? I guess I could repeat myself if I already did. So the other night, I experienced sleep paralysis for the first time. It was really strange. A little scary, I'll have to admit. So, I had been falling asleep and waking up. It's been going on for a while, like where I sleep, like an hour and a half. You know, I'll go through a sleep cycle and then I wake up. And then, I do that continuously through the night, and then it goes, goes on for the whole week, That's what the situation was. So this was last week, I think. And then, like, I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, so I'm laying on my back, and that's how I had started going off to sleep. So I laid on my back and I was meditating, and when I'm ready to sleep, I just move my head sideways on my pillow, and then that's how I fall asleep, on my back with my arms to my side. And so I think I had woken up and then laid back down like that, and then all of a sudden, I'm sure as I was drifting off to sleep, like, I felt my body, so I'm seeing black, like I'm literally conscious and seeing black, but drifting, then that's what I'm focusing on to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden I feel my body, lift off the bed, like probably like, I felt like a couple of feet, all of a sudden I'm like, just levitating. I levitated, and obviously I don't believe I was really levitating. It was just, maybe it was my spirit. Maybe I was astral projecting. I doubt it, but, so I go up and I'm like, holy crap, like, I felt like I was levitating. So I tried to open my eyes, and I couldn't open my eyes. I could barely open my eyes, and then, like barely, like my eyes were like fluttering, so I could see, but not, very good. And then I realized I was like on the bed, and I could see my feet under the blankets, and I could kind of see the hallway door, but I couldn't move. I could not move. I was locked in, and because I was trying to wake up, and I couldn't wake up. I was just locked in. And then, like, I was trying to call my wife to, like, wake me up. I don't know. Like, but I couldn't talk. I couldn't get any words out. I was trying to, it's like my sight and my voice was like struggling to, like, I was paralyzed, man. Sleep paralysis. And it lasted a long time. And I don't think I panicked, but I was definitely like scared, when I finally like woke up, and like when I woke up, it was like I was gasping, like I wasn't out of breath completely, but I just let out like a deep breath, like, oh. Holy shit. So it was actually scary, but at the same time, it was pretty interesting. Because I've never had like I don't lucid dream. I've never had any, well, I hadn't had any lucid dreams before. rarely. Like my sleep that I experience isn't anything cosmic. I'm not having any kind of cool cosmic experiences, unfortunately, But like several months ago, I did have a lucid dream that was actually pretty cool. So I might have talked about this before, but we'll repeat. So I was sleeping, and I was having a pretty lucid dream, and I really can't. If I try to describe the details, I won't be able to. But it was basically, the scene was, it was at night, and I was walking with my brother, but it wasn't like my brother and I don't we're not friends. We don't get along. We never have he tormented me as a child, and emotionally, and I'm sure I tortured him in my own way as well. So we've never been close ever. So I've never had a cool relationship with him. There's never been one situation where we were being amicable with each other and enjoying each other's company, But this person I was walking with felt like my brother, but it was like we were okay, It felt just like I was walking with him as a friend. And then we were walking through this crazy dark space, and there was an underground type of felt kind of like an underground marketplace kind of, but there wasn't a bunch of buildings. We had just walked past this one building, and I couldn't even see what was going on. It was just super dark. And then we end up walking on this raised area that seemed like it could have been I couldn't see this, but it felt like it was the outside of maybe a canal or something, so you could see off into the darkness, and I could see the stars, and we're just walking next to each other, and then all of a sudden I just fall backwards, and as soon as I fall backwards, everything goes black. I open up my eyes and I can see the stars, and then all of a sudden I get pulled. I don't know if I got pulled out of my body or I had my body. I guess I had some sort of body, because I could feel, I get pulled into, I start hauling ass, just literally I got slingshotted into space, man, traveling into the atmosphere. So I get pulled from my body, and and I can feel the wind blowing, and I feel raindrops, sprinkles hitting me, and I can see into the stars. I jet past the palm trees, these palm trees that are blowing violently, and this, basically it was like a storm. I get pulled into the sky, and then I was freaked out, and I actually woke up, and everything was fine. But I wish I wouldn't have freaked out. I wish it wouldn't have scared me, because I might have went on a pretty cool astral journey. That was my opportunity to really project, but I got scared. Anyway, I think I just ruined my video today by talking about this stuff. Yeah, but what, I just don't think, you want, like, me personally, like, I want, like, there's always something inside of me that wants to experience something to validate, like, how I feel about, like, are we all just, is this it? Is there more? Is there something beyond this obvious physicality? Like spirits and ghosts, and is there a spirit? Is there really a spirit inside of us? I feel like there is. Like with every ounce of my being, I feel like there is. Like I feel that this spirit is animating this body, not. I don't feel like consciousness springs from the body. I feel like, I feel like your spirit is in your body. Like consciousness is the foundation. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Good, good. So anyway, but yeah, I've always wanted to like really experience like something like that where you astral, if you astral project or lucid dreaming or see a ghost or see something crazy, to know that it's definitely real. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like even with like meditation, like I've meditated a lot. I've never really had any like deep, nothing's ever, it relaxes me. But beyond that, it's not like a spiritual experience. It feels just quite natural. Alright, let's all sit here. Nice. Whoa. MacFox. Why is everybody so close to the curb right here, y'all? All lined up. So pretty nice. Today's gonna be a long day. Like I said, I gotta work until 5 and then I have a doctor's appointment. So we'll have a late ride. But I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't have to work Thursday. And I might even get Friday off. And then Saturday and Sunday, that's just like, that never happens. So I usually work holidays. I mean, not on the holiday, but the days surrounding the holiday, I always work. MacFox. So I wonder how long this ride's been. It's pretty direct. I bet you we're at probably about 45 minutes right now. I'll have to say though, I'm not ready to start something new, but I do feel like I'm ready to. I'm definitely tired of this job. I'm gonna really have to immerse myself in my job. So like right now, like I've been manager for a while, but it's been, it's a transitional period, going from an individual contributor to a manager, and there's just a lot of work to do, a lot to clean up. I basically have to recreate the whole culture of the department, which is what I've been working on, but that's been exhausting, trying to help people develop the right habits, and how work should be approached, and defining like what it is that I need them to do, and finding all these gaps in just the day-to-day activities. But now I'm gonna get down to more of the technical stuff, documentation and systems to run and organize this department, using our CMMS system and all kinds of other stuff. So I think if I do that, I think I'll be all right. Oh, something feels loose on this bike. I wonder what it is. All right, well, thanks for watching this video. It's a strange one. That Orange County Commuter is a strange one. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.